Brought to you by Penguin.
Someone is Lying by Heidi Perks. Read by Lucy Price Lewis. Prologue, 12th of July. The body isn't found for 8 days. Or at least this is the conclusion Inspector Santos Milo and his team come to. They estimate she's been lying in the undergrowth for over a week, although probably not as long as 2. And all because no one had been looking for her. Milo shakes his head in dismay, pulling back and straightening up. Beside him, on the roadside, the new young lad whose name he can't remember looks pale, as if he's about to throw up at any moment. He's been thrown in at the deep end on his first day, much like Milo had been 20-odd years back. This will be a case the youngster won't forget in a hurry, and Milo wonders how he will process it. Whether this young woman's face will claw its way into the boy's head at night, so that she's the last thing he sees before he closes his eyes. Milo walks away. He can't think of the lad right now. He has his own nightmares to consider. He'll have to answer how she's been here all this time, right under their noses. He glances around at the tape that is being strung up, cordoning off the area into a crime scene. It makes the job easier when they are on a track like this that barely attracts any traffic or passers-by. Not one other vehicle has passed since they got here, even though they are only a stone's throw from the bustle of Lisbon's centre. But, then again, this is also the reason she hadn't been found sooner. In other circumstances, he'd think it most likely the job of someone who knows the area, a local, someone they might even already have on their list. But not today. His mind is racing ahead to what they have missed, what he had missed. "Achas que ela foi movida?" he asks. "Do you think she has been moved?" "Sim. Talvez não muito longe." Yes, maybe not far though. So she had likely been killed nearby, possibly dragged into the hedgerow, hidden under foliage that wasn't completely covering her. He isn't sure whether time gradually destroyed a shallow grave or if she was dumped here in a hurry. Milo pulls his phone out of his pocket and taps onto his recent calls, pausing when he comes to the Englishwoman he had last spoken to the day before, and each one before that, since she walked into his station in Lisbon's city centre last week. He pulls in a tight breath and hesitates before pressing on her number. It rings twice before she answers. He can tell by the way she speaks, by the crack in her voice as she says, "Hello?" that she knows it is him on the other end of the line. She's probably programmed his number in. She's been waiting for this call, for the inevitable. An image of his own teenage daughter flashes in Milo's head, his sweet Anna. As soon as he comes off this call, he's going to ring her, check she is okay, and that she is where she's supposed to be, at her friend's house. His heart strains at the thought of Anna's eyes, blue and alive, the way she'd laughed at breakfast as she read him a joke someone had sent her. They had lit up in the starkest of contrasts to those of the young, dead girl, lying only feet from him, whose glassy stare is still visible. He does not want to have this conversation with the Englishwoman who had been pestering him to find her daughter only a week ago. He saw her pain the moment he met her. It was so palpably raw. She had lived through loss already. Her daughter was her life, or at least these were the things he surmised. Now, he cannot bear to consider how he brushed off her worries and told her she had nothing to be concerned about. Where had his head been at? Because it certainly was not on his job. If he had been doing it properly, he would have started a search 7 days ago. People's lives can change, flick out like a light in an instant. He has seen it too many times to count in his line of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?